Baldur's Gate 3 is truly an amazing game that has won over many RPG and fantasy game fans. Developed by Larian Studios, the game features a vast and rich world of adventures inspired by the Dungeons & Dragons universe. With stunning graphics, challenging tactical combat system, and engaging narrative, Baldur's Gate 3 offers a memorable gaming experience. However, there are other games that offer similar experiences and are considered equally good. That's why in today's video, I bring you 10 RPG games that every Baldur's Gate 3 fan should play. So subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Divinity: Original Sin 2 is a critically acclaimed fantasy RPG game developed by Larian Studios. Just like Baldur's Gate 3, it offers a rich narrative experience, turn-based tactical combat, and a lot of freedom for players to shape their own adventure. In Divinity: Original Sin 2, players have the freedom to create their own character and explore a vast fantasy world. The game offers an epic combat experience, a rich narrative, and unlimited freedom for players to make their own decisions and shape the world around them. Players can play alone or with up to 3 friends, which makes the experience even more fun and immersive. Diablo 4 is an action RPG game set in a world called Sanctuary, where players can explore 5 distinct regions, each with its own climate, environment, and monsters. Players can choose from 5 different classes: Barbarian, Druid, Sorceress, Rogue, and Paladin, each with their own unique abilities and playstyles. Diablo 4 also introduces a new character customization system, allowing players to customize the appearance and outfit of their characters. If you enjoy Baldur's Gate 3 for its rich and complex story, its dialogue system, and meaningful choices, you may find some similarities in Diablo 4 as well, as the game also features a dark and engaging story, memorable characters, and an immersive world.
They tell of the future. Hell is coming, brother. Hell is coming.
Tower of Time is a fantasy electronic RPG developed by Event Horizon. The game is set in a mysterious and ruined world called Artera, where players explore the Tower of Time, a mythical tower that has the power to alter the flow of time. Many Baldur's Gate 3 fans enjoy Tower of Time due to its similar gameplay, especially the combat system and character development. Both games also share an emphasis on narrative and player choice, with Tower of Time offering a rich and branching story with multiple possible endings. Additionally, the graphics and soundtrack of Tower of Time are praised for their quality and immersion. Valheim is an action RPG developed by the Swedish company Iron Gate Studio. The game takes place in a fictional world based on Norse mythology, and follows the story of a hero who must save the world from an imminent disaster. It features a setting similar to Baldur's Gate 3, with a blend of fantasy and Norse mythology. Players who enjoyed the atmosphere and universe of Baldur's Gate 3 will likely feel at home in Valheim. The combat system in Valheim is similar to Baldur's Gate 3, with a turn-based system and unique abilities for each character. Players who enjoyed the combat system in Baldur's Gate 3 will likely feel familiar with the combat system in Valheim. Planescape: Torment Enhanced Edition is a high-quality RPG game that every Baldur's Gate 3 fan should play. Although it is an older game, the Enhanced Edition offers an enhanced and updated gaming experience that still remains relevant today. Planescape is a classic RPG that every Baldur's Gate 3 fan should play. The story is deep and thrilling, the characters are interesting and well developed, the combat system is strategic and profound, the setting is unique and imaginative, and the replay value is high. If you are a fan of deep and challenging RPGs, Planescape Torment is a game you shouldn't miss. Solasta, Crown of the Magister is a turn-based RPG game that was released in 2021. It takes place in a fantasy world called Solasta, where players take on the role of a group of adventurers who explore dungeons, face monsters, and unravel mysteries. The game is known for its strong inspiration from Dungeons & Dragons, and is considered a great game for Baldur's Gate 3 fans. It uses the 5th edition of D&D rules, which means players will find familiarity with the mechanics and systems of the tabletop game. Dave the Diver is a casual action-adventure game developed and published by Mint Rocket. It combines elements of underwater exploration, fishing, and sushi restaurant management. In the game, you play as Dave, a professional diver, who explores the depths of the sea in search of ingredients for the sushi restaurant. During the day, you dive to find unique and delicious fish, and at night, you serve hungry customers in your seaside restaurant. Dave the Diver is a great game for Baldur's Gate 3 fans looking for a relaxing and fun experience. While Baldur's Gate 3 is an action-packed fantasy RPG with intense combat, Dave the Diver offers a more laid-back approach with underwater exploration and restaurant management. Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire is an RPG developed by Obsidian and published by Versus Evil. The game is the sequel to Pillars of Eternity and is set in the vast archipelago called Deadfire, where players will have a ship as part of their adventure. They will have to defend against pirate attacks and make decisions about which factions to ally with. For Baldur's Gate 3 fans, Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire offers a deep and varied experience that is more than enough to keep them entertained. The Pillars of Eternity series games have detailed stories and magic systems that fantasy RPG lovers will surely appreciate. Wasteland 3 is an isometric post-apocalyptic RPG that rewards player choices and investment. It features turn-based tactical battles, unique locations, and a story that spans 50 hours of gameplay. The game is set in a quirky, post-nuclear snowy landscape, filled with tactical turn-based shootouts. If you're a fan of Baldur's Gate 3, you'll likely enjoy Wasteland 3. Both games are isometric RPGs that place a great emphasis on player choices and the consequences of those choices. Additionally, both games have turn-based tactical combat that requires strategic planning.
Like everything in this world, it comes down to trust. It'll either save you or kill you.
Pathfinder, Kingmaker is an isometric RPG based on the tabletop RPG book of the same name, developed by Allcat Games. The game offers a deep experience in a richly detailed world, allowing players to explore wild lands, build kingdoms, and face formidable enemies. For Baldur's Gate 3 fans, there are several aspects that make Pathfinder a great choice. The game offers the option of real-time combat with the ability to pause at any time to issue new orders to characters, or turn-based battles, ideal for those who need to think before making misguided decisions. The switch between the two modes can happen at any time, providing a strategic and immersive experience.
Und warum ist unser Gutsherr heute so still?
Nun, Spitz deinen Stift an, Lindsay. Wir werden jetzt eine neue Geschichte.
Are you missing Baldur's Gate 3? Are you looking for a game to play in the same style? I hope you like the list and comment below what you think. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and activate notifications to help the channel grow. I count on your support. I'll be here for now, take care, and see you next time.
Pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof